Hello and welcome again to my class. This is Banashri. So let's start. So today we will be starting grade 6 CBSE prime time chapter number 5. So today we'll be starting with the Idli Vada game. What is this game? This game is an interesting game where children will be sitting in a circle. One children starts by saying 1, the second player will say 2, and so on. But the catch is you cannot say the multiples of 3. You have to say idli instead of those numbers. So 3, 6, 9, 12. You cannot say the number. So you have to say idli. Whenever a multiple of 3 comes, you have to say idli. Similarly, for all the multiples of 5, the player should say vada. So after 4, you cannot say 5. You have to say vada. And when you encounter a number which is both a multiple of 3 as well as 5, then you have to say idli vada. So like this, the children will be arranged in a circle. So 1 will say 1, 2 will say 2, 3 has to say idli instead of 3. So likewise 4, then vada. Then there is a problem in this figure. What is that? The girl is saying 6. So what she has to say is, she has to say idli instead. So after idli, 7, 8, then again idli, then vada, then 11, idli, 13, 14, idli vada. Because this 15 is a multiple of both 3 and 5. So the game continues. So now we will do some figure it outs from the textbook. So these are problems. So first problem is, at what number is idli vada said for the 10th time? So first time it is said at 15. 15 is the first common multiple of both 3 and 5. So 10th time, so we have to multiply it by 10. So 150, we will be telling it the 10th time. So next problem, if the game is played for the numbers 1 to 90, find out how many times would the children say idli, including the times they say idli vada. So answer is 90 divided by 3, because idli is said after every third number. So 90 divided by 3 is 30 times. How many times would the children say vada, including the times when they say idli vada? Vada is said after every fifth number. Starting from 5, we say vada. So answer is 90 divided by 5, 18 times. How many times would the children say idli vada? First time they say it at 15. So after every 15 number, it will repeat. So 90 divided by 15. That is 6. You remember the 15 table? 15 into 6 is 90. What if the game was played till 900? How would the answers change? How many times would the children say idli, including the times they said idli vada? So same thing we have to do, 900 divided by 3. This time 900 instead of 90. So 300. Similarly, 900 times 5, the number of times they will say vada. And how many times would they say idli vada? 900 divided by 15. That is 60 times. So the numbers got multiplied by 10. So let's see the next problem. Fourth problem. Is this figure somehow related to the idli vada game? This diagram is called a Venn diagram. So the left side numbers, they are basically the multiples of 3 only. These are the idli numbers, the numbers in blue. Then the right side numbers in red, they are the vada numbers. That is the multiples of 5. And in between these two intersection of these two circles, this common area is basically the multiples of both idli and vada, that is both 3 and 5, that is starting with 15. So the first number is 15, then all the multiples of 15 will be in this shaded area, this intersection area. So now it's a time for a riddle. This boy says, yesterday we played this game with two numbers. We ended up saying just idli or idli vada, and nobody said just vada. The girl is saying, oh, what could the numbers be? And the boy is giving another hint. One of the numbers was 4. Can you guess which of the following could be the other number? 2, 3, 5, 8 or 10? Think for a while. Only idli or idli vada. Vada is not coming in a single format. So what is the possibility? Vada is a multiple of idli number. The number represented by idli is basically a factor of vada, of the number represented by vada, or otherwise we can say vada is the multiple of idli. So which number it is? It is 8. So time for some math terminology. We played a few games. So the main thing that we learned today is that multiples and common multiples. So whenever the children were playing that idli vada game, they had to skip telling the numbers and then tell idli or vada based on the number we selected. So these numbers are the multiples. And the common multiples are those numbers where we had to say both idli vada. So if you see this diagram, these are the left side numbers are the multiples of 3 and the right side numbers are multiples of 5. And the intersection is the common multiples of 3 and 5. So for a single number, we have to say multiples only, because unless and until another number comes into picture, there is no point of telling common, right? Another number has to be there. So if 2 or more numbers, then only we say common multiple. Later on, we'll learn the lowest common multiple also. So that is another concept. For the time, this is what I had in this class. Thank you very much. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share and comment your thoughts. Thank you.